What's good, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, man. My name's DivaTequila. I appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're picking up with some more Moira action. Season 9 ranked role queue. Been enjoying Season 9 quite a bit, not gonna lie to you. It feels really good that Moira, in my opinion and a lot of other people's opinions, is really strong in the current meta because Moira obviously is a character that I really enjoy spamming. A lot of people feel like she's not the most skillful character, but I think that's kind of silly just because it's easy to have a bunch of meaningless stats with Moira, and I think that because she's easy to play but hard to master, it confuses people. I do think that there's a lot of room for skill expression while playing Moira. Being able to abuse off angles, being able to flank effectively at the correct time, not leaving your teammates out to dry, but also still pressuring the enemy backline, pressuring objectives, making them feel very uncomfortable is something that Moira excels at. So, I don't know, man. I enjoy her. I think she's a lot stronger than people make her seem. I want to get better at doing the fancy fade rollouts and stuff, so hopefully as I continue practicing that, I'll be able to show you guys some clips, not only of me executing it, but also hopefully I'll be able to get good enough to where I can explain how to do it and help you guys do some cool little fade techs as well. But hey, man, we'll see. You can see so far we've dominated the beginning of this match. We've already almost got the payload to the first checkpoint, so that feels good. This is a competitive queue game as well, if I didn't already say that. So anytime you can just start off steamrolling is usually really good for the momentum. You know what I mean? I do think this is a game that heavily relies on momentum because you know, if we start off dominating, we pressure the objective, we get the first checkpoint. Not only do we get forward spawn, we're probably a lot closer to having our ultimates than the enemy team. You can see that I've already got my ult, and the closest person on their team to having their ult is now their Kariko at 85%. I haven't really had a great chance to use it because I'd be just, you know, kind of solo diving at the moment if I do it. I'm trying to wait for at least like my tank to engage or something. You know, it is what it is. I probably should have gone up on the staircase there and tried to pressure the soldier off, but I end up diving up here to do it anyway. I do enough damage to get him to where he can't like fully pressure us up front. We take out 3 people. The soldier ends up getting a kill as well though, and then we kill the soldier with the last bit of our ult. So what's that, like a 4-on-1 trade? They killed one of us, we killed 4 of them, then we picked up the 5th one as like a stagger as well, so it's actually really huge. We should be able to get the first objective captured off of that. Anytime you can get like the free stagger without like, you know, fully overextending and allowing the respawning team to pick you off, or taking a 1v1 against a stagger attempt and losing, I definitely recommend taking it, especially on Moira, because Moira you should be able to get in and out pretty quickly. You know, you do your fade in, throw your big damage orb down, suck the life out of them. 6 seconds later, you got your fade to get back out as well. So, follow up with another team kill. Things are rolling pretty good. I'm coming up on this hill to go ahead and try to do damage pre-fight. Trying to just be annoying and as aggressive as possible. Keep the enemy team on their toes. I recognize that some of the damage that I'm doing pre-fight here will instantly be negated and healed back up, but it's also allowing me to build up my ult charge. It's making it so that they know that they can't just freely run down the hill at us. They have to think about how they push us. I wanted to finish off the soldier in there, however I know that their soldier activated their ultimate, so that's kind of why I faded behind my Reinhardt. I wanted to make sure that I didn't die there. I also wanted to make sure that I kept my Reinhardt alive. Audio cues are huge in this game, obviously. Pick off their soldier as well. Just beautiful work at the moment, just continuing to stagger. Really, there's no chance of us killing this Roadhog here because they have the honor just continuing to shoot at them up the stairs. I was just staying on the Roadhog to be annoying. Unfortunate that my ult here gets popped right after our Sombra die, but you know, it is what it is. You can't save them all. That's another thing that I have to get a lot better at accepting. Sometimes I'll throw myself into harm's way without a clear escape, trying to dive in and save a teammate, or I'll use very important cooldowns like my orb or sometimes my ultimate, trying to save a teammate. When they put themselves into such a precarious predicament that they're unsavable, you know what I mean? And then me trying to extend that far to save them, it just, you know, they get to kill 2 of us for free, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta, sometimes you just gotta let nature take its course, you know what I mean? We get the big Roadhog pushed off the map there. That's actually huge, because now we can just take away any bit of momentum they've just gained. We've got our whole team here. We can use W key here. Unfortunately, our soldier does get picked off early, but it is what it is. And because I faded around the bus to try to be extremely aggressive on those 3 people while they were low health, I didn't have my fade to save myself against the cast. Oh, I already wasn't full health. We take our first death of the match. But if my first death of the match is to a solo ult of pretty much any character, then I'll take that. I recognize that the Cassidy ult should be a lot easier for me to avoid, easy for me to manage. That's not always reality, right? The Kiriko here got overzealous for some reason. I don't know what she thought she was going to do, boo-boo. Got clacked though. I ended up getting the mega health back as well. Forced them back. See, I'm dancing around on 10 health. I'm abusing the health packs on the map. But Big Stinky Roadhog boy clacked me. It is what it is. And that's what I mean, momentum's important. I was on almost a 20 elimination streak. We got to 116 meters pushed their way. 1 or 2 miscues, little missteps, being overzealous, over-aggressive, not timing my cooldowns for the right moment. I die, and then I die again before I'm ever even able to, you know, fully reset and help my team out. We haven't had a team fight since that first death. Obviously, my orb there missed the doorway. You know, it is what it is. We should be able to regain here. Although Bastion does us dirty. Just nosedives out in front for no reason. We stay alive here, thankfully. Still just trying to use my ult to do as much damage as possible. We landed on the health pack to avoid imminent death there. They're still just pushing this this cart. Like, Bastion should be just up top in this room for now. Bastion should be where that soldier was at. Soldier shouldn't have overextended. Soldier died to a Moira on high ground. You know what I mean? Like, it takes, in my opinion, an extreme lack of attention to detail, because he didn't even die from like an orb. It's not like there was a Moira damage orb bouncing around doing consistent damage. He died to the suck. Like, bro, back up. How do you die there, man? I'm not perfect, obviously. I've made my fair share of mistakes, but damn, dog. This silly goofy guy. Ryan gets clacked as well. The BAP goes down. We get the kill on the Ash with our orb, which is nice because they're gonna have a respawn time. Obviously, they've got a further way to push, but they do already have forward spawn here, so it's not gonna be that free. And then the Moira tried me, you know what I mean? I'm not able to secure the kill there with the orb because she was smart enough to throw her health orb out for her. She was just following her health orb, trying to get the big passive heal going the entire time, but we're still able to pressure her out. I've got to just stay back for a second. I used my fade to avoid the Cassidy ult. I recognized I didn't necessarily need to fade there, and that was a misplay on my part. I needed to make sure that I had my fade to get back in after the Cassidy ult, but it's okay. Sometimes it pays off to be patient. You can take a second or two, play behind cover, assess the situation, see what your next move is going to be, and then attack. You know what I mean? Especially when you're playing with randoms and you're not on voice comms, it's not always a bad thing to bide your time and see what the game is presenting itself with. So they pretty much almost caught us. We won the last team fight, which was massive, because now we're able to kind of regain here. Somber EMP was nice. Unfortunately, didn't really lead to as much as we would like it to lead to. We do get the pick off on the Cassidy, which is pretty huge. Just gonna try to continue to W key this now. We get the Ash. I see Kariko just got her ult available, so that's about to get popped soon. And we match. So we've got 2 Kariko ults going here, but we also have our Reaper ult. We're about to have our Reaper ult here. But they're about to have the Roadhog ult here. The good thing is now, because when it got to overtime, we were in the attacking position. We've got it all the way on their side. Even if we do fuck up right here, they have a long way to push, and we'll be able to respawn. We'll probably be able to have like 2 team fights of them consistently pushing for it to actually, you know, make a difference here. Cassidy does a good job of tracking me down, killing me. I was just gonna sit behind there and just keep on healing, but it is what it is. We did our job. We took out enough people beforehand. We did some big damage. I think our heals pretty much matched that. Give me a second real quick. Let me see if I can pull up the little scoreboard. It was a good game, man. I enjoyed it. So far, I think I've got like a 60% win rate with Moira and ranked this season. I started out this season, actually, I tried out open queue ranked. Don't know if any of you have ever done that. Unless you're playing with like a duo or a trio or even a full 5. It's very toxic. It's very interesting to try to play in that game mode because obviously, you know, you could be facing 3 tanks and 2 supports and you don't even have a tank. Nobody on your team has any desire to swap to tank. So, can be pretty interesting. I got placed plat 2 in open queue, but we went 2 and 8. So not very good, and most of those games were with Moira. So if I took away those games with Moira, I'm probably looking at like a 65% win rate, but you know what I mean? That's neither here nor there. I'm sitting at like 60% right now. I've played maybe like 30, 40 games this ranked season. I don't know, I'm enjoying it, but you know, my timeline is a little bit interesting at the moment with baby and everything. But anyways, you can see the stats real quick. I had the most damage, or I outdamaged both of our DPS. I outdamaged their tank. I outdamaged one of their DPS. I outdamaged their Moira by a wide margin as well. Their Moira did outheal me, but I think we had more damage done overall as a team, so there was a larger like health pool for that Moira to heal through. We went 26, 16, and 3. Felt pretty good. Like I said, it was a competitive queue game. For those saying you need the heal bot on Moira, or that quote-unquote DPS Moira doesn't work, that's a lie. I don't think that you should just flat out do damage. Like, I tried to keep my teammates alive where I could. If there's a savable teammate, I prioritize keeping my teammates alive. If they get to like taking, you know, more than half of their health and damage, and I can burst heal them, then I'm gonna do that. If I can bounce my heal orb around to where my heal orb is more effective in that moment than my damage orb, then I'll do that. So like, I look at it as there's a constant trade-off in value. When I throw this orb out right now, what's going to benefit my team more in this exact moment? Throwing my heal orb out versus my damage orb. Am I going to be able to get my damage orb to bounce around and damage multiple people? Is my heal orb going to guaranteed save somebody's life? And you know, you're thinking about all of that stuff on the fly. So sometimes it can get a little bit messy, but anyways, I don't think that Moira is a skillless character. I think she's easy to learn, but she's hard to master. I haven't even mastered her myself, and I have, you know, a couple 100 hours on her at this point. Anyways, man, I enjoy it. If you stuck around this long, I appreciate you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Leave a like and a comment, man. Let me know how you feel about Moira this season. Yeah, man, stay safe. Peace.